Hey everyone, and welcome back to another No Man's Sky guide. Today we will be talking about an interesting technique used by players who want to get the best stats on their technology, and this technique will work on every technology in the game. Take note that this technique is considered an exploit, as it allows you to use the knowledge gained from testing and then reloading the game to use that knowledge to your advantage. It was first discovered by two players, Alexicek and Jeffers Lives, but many others have since employed this method to great effects in their games. Perhaps you know it better as rolling modules. Before we jump, however, in the practice of this method, it is good for you to understand how the stats are generated, and then I can explain how you can use that information to your advantage and get better stats every time. Every model in my inventory is blank right now. There is no information in any of these items. They simply are placeholders for the technology you will be generating once you install it. The stats that are generated at the moment of installation are taken from a seed that is linked to your save. Each time you install a technology module, a new seed gets generated and will be used for the next module you will be installing. This seed is applied to whatever module you install. So, for example, let us say we have this random seed number. This seed will be used as the code to generate stats for this module, or this one, no matter what the technology is. Once you install this module here, the seed is refreshed in the background, and now a new seed will be used for the installation for this one, no matter what module you install. With that information, you can now manipulate the stats of your modules. By using C-class modules, it is possible to skip bad seeds and only use the good seeds to generate your preferred stats. So we are using these C-class modules as kind of a bin to get rid of those seeds without having to spend too much nanites for them. These modules you can of course go and buy at these space station vendors. So let me show you how this works in practice. Alright, so now we can go and see, let's for example say I want to do my hyperdrive right here. So what we're going to be doing, we're going to be unlocking all our hyperdrive modules right now. And as you know, each seed is going to be refreshed. So this is now one seed, this is the second seed, this is a third seed, this is the seed number 4, seed number 5, seed number 6. So now we can check our hyperdrive modules and see that 207, 210, 201, 201, 201, 207. So each of these modules does not have any of the hyperdrive ranges I want. Also take notice that warp cell efficiency always be 100% if you do S-class modules. Now I'm not happy with how this looks. So what we're going to be doing, we're going to be reloading our game and we're going to be focusing on the other modules first and see if we can get some great stats out of these. So let us do that right now. And first of all, we're going to reload the game. Now, instead of doing the hyperdrives, let us focus on the launch thruster modules and unlock each of these, and let's see what these will give us in return. So this one gives us a minus 20 launch cost and 9% boost. This gives us a 10% boost. This one gives us 9, this gives us 9, this gives us 9, and this gives us 9. So in theory, this one right here is the best one. It gives us a 10% boost, which was the second mod we unlocked, which means that the first seed we were not happy with. The first seed did not generate a proper stats here. The second seed was way better. So what we need to do now is we need to restart our game, and instead of unlocking this seed here on this CS class launch thruster upgrade, we need to just use one of the C class modules to just get rid of that seed and then restart this one with a proper seed. Now let's do that. Let's restart the game. Alright, now instead of using this one, we have a bad seed right now. Let's just take one here and say we're gonna use the intra knife, just make an intra knife seed. This seed that we had right now has been applied to this one, and the new seed is now ready to be used on this. So now if I unlock this one, you will now see that this one has the 10% boost with the 20% launch cost, which is always the same, it seems, as well. Now, we know that each of these are not going to be great. We only know that we might have one new one in the back when we would be unlocking all of these. So what we're going to be doing right now, I'm just going to save because I want to keep this one for the moment, and then we can reload from there. So let's just jump in our ship and jump out again so that we now create that save. Let's now just unlock all these intra knife modules right now and just see which one of these are giving us good stats. So the first one here is giving us a 4 damage, which is not too amazing, so I'm gonna skip this most likely. 5 damage is not bad. 5 damage, 5 damage, 4 damage, and 5 damage. So we have a few of 4 or 5 damages. So none of these modules are really what I want to keep. So we're going to just reload the game again. And instead of focusing on the Entra knife, we'll be focusing on the other weapons next to it. So now we have the pulse engine module. Let's just unlock each of these, go in there and see if any of these are the ones we want to unlock. Fuel efficiency 20, 11 boosts, maneuverability 6, maneuverability 12 with a 14% boost, 15% boost with a 20%, so depends a bit on what the speed you want to go for, 11% boost, 14% boost, 10% maneuverability, 12% boost. So it seems that I'm pretty happy with this one right here. It gives me 14% boost and a 12% maneuverability. I would say I want to keep this one, which is the second one again. This means I will have to reload the game. I will have to use one of these to make this first one, which means the second seat is going to be applied on the first module. So let me just reload the game again. So once again, let's unlock the phase beam like here. And now that means that if I will unlock the pulse engine right now, this one is now going to give us that 40% boost with 12% maneuverability, which is a great stat to begin with. So now we know that within the next 6 seats, none of these modules will give us the stats we want. So what we could do is simply skip these seats by unlocking 6 of these C-class modules, which then will move all of these modules back into a new series of new seats. But before we do that, I do have a whole list of Starship shields. Now for the S-class modules, take note that none of these will have more or less than the other one. This is a very static stat. So all of them, if I unlock them right now, you will see that all of them will give me a 30% Starship shield boost. So shield strength 30, 30, 30, 30, 30, 30. So nothing has changed right here. Now using this one right now, I have already pushed every of these now in the new series of seats. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to save and make sure that we can now, every time I found the good ones, start from there. Okay, so now I think you kind of understand how you can roll your modules and getting better stats for your technology, using the cheap C-class modules to remove the bad seats and only use the good seats on the expensive S-class modules. Now, in case you're wondering, this is indeed also working on the X-class modules, the suspicious modules. However, the chance of finding really good stats will be certainly lower, so more patience and rolling will be needed there. By the way, this is also the same with the Sentinel modules. You can apply the same technique there. And of course, this is not only limited to only Starship technology, you can also upgrade your multi-tools and your exosuit as well. Now, once you have rolled out the modules you like, you can install them onto your ship or any other equipment. Be sure to take advantage of the adjacency bonuses so that you can get the best possible stats. For that, I would definitely recommend to check out Zane's World, as he has some great in-depth guides on this subject. In this ship, I have installed modules in both my general and technology slots to get the maximum damage on each of my weapons. Each step will allow you to install 3 extra modules before the weapon gets overloaded. You cannot install any into your cargo slots, so maximum extra slots you can install is 6 per weapon. And I think that should be it for this guide. I hope that everything I explained was clear to you and not too confusing. Let me know in the comments if you have any questions or if you perhaps have different approaches to this. As always, I would love for you to press that thumbs up and perhaps share it with one of your friends looking for this information. Thank you so much again for watching, and I will see you again next time. This was Beeblebum. Goodbye for now.